infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is the Aquarius' Spiritual Path reading for November 2022. Now, I have to say that these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you can check out. If you would like to get in contact with me, you can do so in the comments below the video. You can also get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there's only one, and the link for that is below in the description of this video. And if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated, and I appreciate all of you. And I want to send a big heartfelt sense of gratitude out to all those who have liked, shared, subscribed, and donated. It really does mean so much. And again, thank you so much. I also would like to remind everybody to check your other placements, your sun, moon, and rising, for a broader picture of what may be going on. You can also check out the mid-month readings that I offer here. You can also check out the full moon and the new moon readings that I also offer here at Om Oracle Tarot. All right, without any further ado, please give us a message for what is on Aquarius's spiritual path in November 2022. 3 cards, please. I only take uprights and I only take jumpers from the deck. Two more, please. Two more, please. One more. One more, please. Thank you. All right. So we have the World card, the 8 of Cups, the King of Cups, and at the bottom we have the High Priestess. So, starting out in November, you are feeling very accomplished at this time. There's something that has come to its successful completion for you, and you're integrating all the things that you've learned from what has been completed here. For some of you, this may mean travel. It's not for everyone, but some of you, this is indicating that you may be traveling. But either way, you're really feeling this lightness of being here. And here we have the 8 of Cups. So moving forward, you are going to have a lot of options open to you. Almost too many options. But in your heart, you know what option you really want to take. And so the Spirit is reminding you not to be swayed off of your path that you know you're on, because you know what option your heart wants to take here. And it is the option that leads to this King of Cups, where you find yourself with a lot of emotional balance, and you are able to move forward with a lot of compassion for yourself and for others here. Feeling very intuitive. This is allowing you to handle whatever comes your way in a very diplomatic sort of way. And at the bottom here, we have the High Priestess. So I feel like it's two things. This successful completion and finally selecting the option that you know is right for you is really going to uncover some hidden talents that you may not have known that you had, or perhaps you have not dabbled in these specific areas for a while, and that these have been hidden to you and perhaps others. But there are some talents coming to bubbling to the surface here. A lot of this has to do with intuition and using your intuition to navigate here. This also indicates that whatever this choice is bringing a lot of spiritual insights your way. You're coming into contact with the secret, sacred knowledge here. All right. This is the Yogic Path deck. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Aquarius' spiritual path in November 2022. Now, I don't speak very much during my day-to-day life, so while there's moments of silence, do pay attention to anything you see within your mind's eye. You might hear a word within yourself or song lyrics. You might smell something that reminds you of something, or a strong emotion may bubble up, as this is all your intuition playing a role in this reading. So we are not together in the physical. I am connecting to your energy. And in a lot of ways, the deeper aspect of this reading takes place in these moments of silence within yourself. Thank you. 2 more, please. All right. One more, please. Thank you. All right. So we have Vishuddha, Pranayama, and Niyamas. So Vishuddha is the throat chakra. This is the 5th chakra. This has a lot to do with vocalization, speaking your truth, having a certain level of command with your voice. There's also speaking of the breath to a certain extent also. So there is something, and part of this hidden talent might be, in fact, using your voice in some form or fashion to express yourself. This has a lot to do with self-expression here. So I feel like that's going to play a big role moving forward, and I feel like this will come into play as we go a little bit further. And then we have pranayama. So prana is this vital life force. You could also think of prana as the breath, again with this Vishuddha, the throat chakra. And pranayama is the breath work. This is breathing yoga. So this is one of the limbs of the tree of yoga, this pranayama. And there's many various types of pranayama. And so the Spirit is really highlighting how this can help you in moving forward, help you with this self-expression, and also help you to come into this emotional balance here. So do research pranayama if that's something that is calling to you. And then we have niyamas. So this is this code of conduct. This is internal ethics. How are you conducting your inner climate here? What does your inner code say? And it is this very code that has brought you to this successful completion. It's also this code that is really strongly nudging you to pick the correct option here, and to step into this King of Cups energy. So do follow this inner light of the heart and these codes of conduct that have gotten you this far, because they will continue to play an important role as you move forward through November. Please give us 3 cards, 3 messages for what is on Aquarius's spiritual path for November 2022. Thank you. 2 more, please. Thank you. All right, we'll take them. Thank you. All right, we start out this line with Amoga City. So this is one of the siddhas, the Buddha siddhas. It's the Buddha guardian of the North. The message here is cultivating a well-rounded personality brings fearlessness. So and it's interesting. In cultivating this well-rounded personality brings fearlessness. This well-rounded personality has a lot to do with this inner code of conduct also here. Can also speak of having some experience under your belt, but being well-rounded has to do with having the correct experiences under your belt, or at least those are the ones you hold dear here. So sticking to this code of conduct, incorporating these new practices, making this correct choice, really delving into these hidden talents will help you come into this fearless energy as you move forward. And then we have Durga, the warrior goddess. This is also the goddess of power. And she is the dispeller of darkness. And her message is very simple: become a warrior to dispel the darkness. Now, a lot of people will call themselves a light worker. I feel like this is a highly overused term. But instead of that, be a dispeller of the darkness. Shine this light of this inner conduct and these talents into these dark spaces. Become a warrior of that. Vajravari, enlightened sky dancer of the Kundalini. It says, what ignites the fire inside you? Look within. So this inner code of conduct, this inner light that you're following, what ignites the fire inside you? Look within. So this pranayama can also be thought of as stoking the fires of Kundalini, heating this energy up. But definitely it is saying, look within here. And I just have to add that these images look very similar here. And same with this. And this is the ecstatic Dakini. This is the lion-headed Simamuka. It says, old age brings wisdom and fierce certainty. So whatever age you may be, you have enough experience under your belt, we'll say, to that does bring a certain level of wisdom, and you have a fierce certainty. And this is why these options are going to kind of become background to the option that you know for certain that you want. This would be following this inner wisdom here. Please give us 2 or 3 cards. This is the Gita deck. What is on Aquarius's spiritual path for November 2022? 2 or 3 cards, please. Thank you. All right. So it says calm meditation. We'll just read the back. As a lamp in a windless place does not waver, so the yogi whose mind is focused remains always steady in meditation on the transcendental self. So this is keep your eye, your inner eye steady. Don't let your mind waver here and there, because if it does, you're going to choose one of these other things here. Remain focused and steady. And this is here highlighting meditation is going to play an important role here. And focusing this attention and asking the question, what is my transcendental self? Or what is my timeless nature? What is looking through my eyes at this very moment? What is that? What's behind that? And so this is the type of contemplation meditation that the Spirit is calling for you to engage in. It says, our enemy. Ooh, this is a lot. I'm not sure I've read this, so we'll just get into it and see what it says. Arjun asks, by what is one impelled to sinful acts, even unknowingly, as if engaged by force? Sorry, this is so clunky. So I'll read it one more time. By what is one impelled to sinful acts, even unwillingly, as if engaged by force? And Krishna, the divine, replies, it is lust alone that which springs from contact with the mode of passion and is then transformed to anger. It is the mighty, all-devouring source of sin and the true enemy of this world. So this is saying this lust. So this is this yearning of the mind. This isn't talking about lust or specifically sex. This is talking, when it speaks of lust, and this might be even a mistranslation, what it's talking about is this yearning of the mind. And this is the all-devouring source of, they're saying sin. Now, sin all depends on what you believe in. But they're saying this devouring source is the true enemy of this world, this yearning of the mind. So there's some of these options that are going to pull these strings within you of this yearning. But do stay on your path, because what's pulling the strings, when you feel this yearning within you, I need this coffee. I need them to love me. I need this. Oh, I feel incomplete without this. This is the mind. And it's asking you to focus on your transcendental self, which is not the mind. Your transcendental self is what can witness this activity of the mind in its yearning. So when the yearning comes, don't pay attention to it. Let it yearn. But you are focused on something else. Please give us two or three cards for what are the divine energies in and around Aquarius on their spiritual path for November 2022. What are the divine energies surrounding Aquarius? Two or three cards, please. All right, we'll take them. There's more than I wanted, but thank you. So we have Indra, king of the gods. And he's covered in eyeballs. And his blessings are physical virility. So you are feeling very good in November. Wealth and success. So I feel like this is in part this completeful succession, this successful completion has you on this path, especially when you get into this emotional stability, where you are on your path to wealth and success, heroism and leadership. So making this right choice, sitting in this seat, and does have you apparently in a position of leadership, but you're also becoming the hero of your story in this. Security in times of aggression and war. So you do have security, and who is our enemy? It's this yearning of the mind. But provided you focus on this meditation, the pranayama, sticking to your inner code, you will find security from this enemy here. And then we have Mahadev, Shiva, god of destruction, Shiva Shambho. All right, and his blessings are sexual prowess. So I'm not really seeing too much else there, but there it is. Union with a good marriage partner or a good committed partner. So there might be some of that at play here for some of you. Detachment from life's unexpected changes. So this meditation on this transcendental self will give you just that. Numerous benefits from worldly enjoyment to liberation. So this is liberation from this. And it's funny, the mind yearns for so much of the world, but it's never actually satisfied. As soon as it has it and it tastes it, it's on to the next thing, and then it's on to the next thing. It never actually gets to fully enjoy things, because it's as soon as it has what it wants, it's already on to the next thing. This yearning of the mind can never be satisfied. But this transcendental self can enjoy the world completely. Even if you are doing nothing, it enjoys it completely. This Hanuman, the monkey god, Jai Hanuman. His blessings are the capacity to persevere. So you are persevering, even though this mind keeps kind of tugging on you. Physical strength and fighting ability. So you're getting the strength to overcome this enemy here. Superhuman power to accomplish acts of service. So whatever this talent that you have, this is something that you are going to be able to share with others, and this becomes this act of service, whatever these talents are. Ability to increase one's attitude of love in performing selfless service. So your attitude of gratitude is really being heightened. This is creating this love vibration around you. And just being this love vibration, even if you're not doing anything for anyone, this actually benefits everyone to one degree or another. Just being this love, having this attitude of gratitude, even if there's seemingly nothing to be grateful for, just holding this attitude of gratitude. And then we have Narasingha Deva. Excuse me. I do apologize. And this is the half man, half lion avatar of Vishnu. So we have two lion-headed individuals, this masculine lion-headed individual and this feminine lion-headed individual. So there may be some sort of lion-headed counterpart out there for some of you. I'm just joking, but everything is said for a reason here. So his blessings are protection from evil forces. So the mind isn't inherently evil, but you are getting protection from these forces here. Ability to see God everywhere and in all things. This is what this transcendental self, this is why I can have this attitude of gratitude and completely enjoy everything, because it can see that God is everywhere and in all things. This is where this enjoyment comes from. Skillful sublimation of one's anger when it is not needed. So this emotional balance, you are receiving that. You do have to make this correct choice. It does appear that you will, but these options are really going to pull on you. Strength and courage to defy conventional authority for truth and justice. So you're kind of embodying this rebel energy, if you will. And people may not understand what you're doing, and that's not your problem. That is their problem. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Aquarius's spiritual path for November 2022. 3 cards, please. Drink gold. Whatever's right. One more, please. Thank you. And at the bottom, I usually don't show this, but at the bottom it says, who am I? So this is the question that who am I? What am I? What is looking through my eyes right now? This is the question that the Spirit is asking you to ask within yourself. So we have drink gold here. So we have this cup here. Now, for whatever reason, this is reminding me, and some of you may be familiar with this, of the scene in Indiana Jones, where they're looking for the cup of Christ, and his dad, Sean Connery, is in the movie, and they go to the cave and they find the knight there guarding the cups. And he says, choose, but choose wisely. And so this is kind of where you're at. Choose wisely. If you choose the one that is so blingy, it's not going to be the right one. But you choose the correct cup, and it's like you're drinking gold. You don't have to drink out of gold when you are drinking gold. But if you've seen the movie, you see what happens to the guy who chooses poorly. And then we have whatever's right. And there is this lotus flower blooming out of this lake. So you kind of are having your glow up, your bloom up, if it will. But you've had to go through some rough patches to get here, to get to this bloom stage of the lotus. And the lotus needs the muck at the bottom of the pond or the bottom of the lake in order to grow. It needs the stinkiest, worst stuff in order to grow. And so this is kind of what you've been through. You've been through the muck, but this has all been so that you can have this bloom up here. And then we have the Virgin Sun Queen here. So this is, in a lot of ways, like the Sun card, where you are definitely coming into this enlightenment. You're really nurturing this this inner youth, if you will. Really coming into this successful energy with a lot of positivity and warmth. And it's like you're not only basking in the warmth and the rays of the divine, you're actually seeing that you are the rays of the divine. Please give us 3 cards for what are the hindrances on Aquarius's spiritual path in November 2022. 3 cards, please. Knight of Cups. Thank you. So, the Knight of Cups, this is telling you to watch your emotions here. Don't let them waver. Don't let them get out of hand. You don't want your emotions to drive you. When the emotions are driving you forward, know that this is, in part, the mind. Don't let the emotions drive you, because that would be a hindrance here. Then we have the Knight of Swords. So watch your level of... Now, of course, we all want to be driven in life and driven to success and things like this. But don't let this get the best of you, because if you do, this could very well have you choosing the wrong cup. So watch your drive and watch what is driving this. And ask yourself, what is success? Your inner code knows what that truly is. The mind has other ideas. And then we have the Eight of Wands. They're calling this swiftness. So again, like these two, watch your inner movements. This also speaks of communication. So watch how you communicate with others here with this Vishuddha, the throat chakra. Also watch with this inner code, how are you communicating with yourself? A lot of times we are our worst critic and we're very hard on ourselves internally. Do watch this voice and do recognize that it is a part of the mind. And don't give it your attention. So those are the hindrances here. Please give us 2 cards for what is on Aquarius's spiritual path in November 2022. All right. The Gate. And this is someone opening a porthole. And I want you to see the similarities again between these 2 cards here. The Gate. One more card, please. Thank you. All right. So we have the Gate and the Death Mother here. So this gate, this is someone opening a porthole to another reality here. And this energy is very much, I mean, what path you go down really is determined by what you choose right here. This is going to open 2 gates. One leads to that Indiana Jones guy who chose poorly. And the other one leads to this transcendental self here. So you are standing at the precipice of a fork in the road. That each path has this porthole on it that leads to this new reality. So definitely choose wisely here. Because when you step through, whatever was before is going to be out of reach here. So do make this correct choice. Because whatever dies is going to be left behind here. And you want to be able to move forward in the right way here. But again, the choice is always yours. All right, let's get a couple cards from the Oracle of Rama deck. First, we pick a Divine Guide card. We pick whichever one won't shuffle in or falls out. All right. Whew. It's interesting. I think 3 signs in a row have gotten this, and it's not a bent card or anything like that. So this is the holy name of Rama. So in the Ram story, Ram is an incarnation of the divine in the Ramayana. And so Ram's name is the holy name in this. This is speaking about the power of pure devotion here. So this is speaking about being devoted to this inner code that you have, and also being devoted to this transcendental self. But as we all could, we could easily become a devotee of this yearning of the mind. And that's where we start making these poor choices here. This card has the number 7 on it. So you're really moving forward with a lot of confidence. This is a big achievement here. So the Spirit is saying don't squander it by choosing frivolously. All right, this is the Greater Oracle of Rama deck. Please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is on Aquarius's spiritual path in November 2022. All right. One more, please. Thank you. So we have new beginnings. So you are right here at this fork in the road of 2 options of new beginnings. And the number 7 message is an alliance collaborates with your inspiration. So whatever these hidden talents are, you are going to come in contact with those around you and form some sort of an alliance. This will be a collaborative alliance that goes along with these hidden talents that seem to play a role in your self-expression here. And prosperity. A mind surrendered to God is fit to lead. So again, we got this leadership role somewhere in here. So this mind, if you can lay it on the altar of this inner code, of this transcendental self, and surrender it to the divine, then this mind, whose yearning has been quelled, is fit to lead. So these yearnings must be quelled here. And how do you do that? You see through the transcendental self that you are in fact not the mind. And there's a saying that the mind makes a wonderful servant, but a horrible master. When we go with these yearnings of the mind and let them pull us here and there, this is being this. That's the mind being a horrible master. When we realize this transcendental self, the mind must be the servant then. All right, we'll get a couple cards from the Tiny. We'll split the deck. Then we'll take the tops of the splits. Somebody asked me in one of the comments of one of the videos, I'm not sure what the name of this deck was. I can never remember it because it's kind of long, but the Inner Self Guidance Cards and Oracle Renewal Game is the name of the deck. So We have green, yellow, purple. It says, forgive self. So this is asking you to forgive yourself where maybe you have fallen off the path of this inner code, where perhaps you have let the yearnings of the mind pull you here and there, and to forgive yourself. We're all born into this, and it's important to forgive yourself so that you can move forward. But a lot of times, the reason why we must forgive ourselves is because this mind, this yearning mind, will have us feeling shameful for ourselves. This is one of the tactics of the mind, to be in control and get your attention. And when you forgive yourself, you forgive your mind, you give it a thumbs up, whether it was good or bad, and you're just like, I'm okay with it. This is how you forgive it, and it loses its power over you. Stop identifying with it. So stop identifying with this mind and the yearnings of the mind. Forgive yourself and stop identifying with this, because you are in fact the transcendental self. You're not the mind. So stop identifying with the mind. Clear within. So when you forgive yourself, you stop identifying with the mind. You find this infinite clarity within yourself, this expansive self. You're clear within. Your vision is clear. You're no longer bound by the smokescreen of the mind. Please give us 3 cards for a final message. What would you like to leave Aquariuses with for what is on their spiritual path in November 2022? 3 cards, please, for a parting message. All right. Thank you. All right. All right. So we have the Devil, the 3 of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the World card again. So we have this Devil card. So the mind creates this bondage. The mind creates this feeling of being trapped. And this mind also creates this attachment, an attachment to it. So again, stop identifying with it. But do know that this is the energy that springs out of identifying with the mind. These restrictions, these temptations. This being enslaved to the mind. Again, the mind makes a horrible master. You have to make a servant out of this. Then we have the 3 of Cups. So again, with this collaborative, an alliance collaborates with your inspiration. So you're coming together in this collaboration and sharing of these talents, sharing of these cups together. And this is really going to feel celebratory to engage this way. And again, the Spirit is highlighting, choose the correct cup. You already know what cup is meant for you. Now, the sparkles of the other cups, the mind is going to say, ooh, I want that, and I would like some of that, and I got to get me some of that. And your inner self, this transcendental self that is performing this inner code of conduct of this array of the divine that you are, already knows the correct cup. And what it is this cup of compassion and love, this love that you are. And this has a lot of spiritual sustenance as the dove is descending and dropping this Eucharist into this cup, and the cup overflows with love and compassion. This is where you will find yourself at, provided you pick the correct cup. And again, you have something has come to its successful completion, but there's still this other completion that must take place. You have to step through one of the portholes here. But there's only one that leads to true fulfillment. So do step through the correct porthole here. Choose the right cup. And here, the Two of Swords. So you must choose. There's a choice. And you are kind of weighing your options. Your inner heart knows what to choose. Your mind is creating all this confusion. So you do find yourself in this position of indecision. Do I go left or right here? But you must choose. And here we have the Three of Pentacles. So we have two threes on the table here. So 3 is the number of creativity here. So there's something about this self-expression that is quite creative in its nature. And this also speaks of coming together on a team and working together and learning from those around you and implementing what you've learned. And again, we have two Eucharists like this on this cathedral art. Eucharists. So this, whatever you're working on here in this team, in this collaboration, it really brings a lot of spiritual sustenance here. Soul food. And so when you do that, you've made your choice, your correct choice, and you're working in this team with this overflowing cup of love and compassion. You really find yourself in this Nine of Cups energy, this satisfaction, this contentment. Now, like what I said earlier, the yearning of the mind can never be content. It's never, ever, ever satisfied. But this transcendental self, this true nature of yourself, is always content. It's always satisfied because it knows that you are a sun ray. So you're really, provided you make the right choice, this is the kind of energy that you're stepping into, this contentment. I saw what's underneath. Okay. So we have the Eight of Wands here. So again, we have two eights here. So 8 is the number of advancement. So you are advancing one way or the other. You're moving forward here. And you are feeling a little poked and prodded, but do know that this is the mind that's doing the poking and the prodding. Even if it appears to be coming from outside sources, that this is the mind reacting to this and causing you to get in this defensive kind of stance here. Now, I said 8, didn't I? 8 of Wands. So there might be some of that energy in here, but this is the 7 of Wands. We have 2 7s, not 8s here. So you are moving forward with this confidence here. Like on this card, there is a 7. Excuse me, my bad. But you are persevering through this struggle between you and the mind here. And I'll try not to see what's underneath. There we go. And then we have the Queen of Wands here. This is the Queen of Pentacles. So there might be some Queen of Wands energy in there with determination moving forward. But this is the Queen of Pentacles. Excuse me. I'm sorry, everyone. So you are being practical in your choice here. And it does appear that you will end up making the correct choice and nurturing this calling of the innermost heart here as you move forward. All right. We're going to go ahead and leave this reading here. Aquarius, I want to send you a lot of love and encouragement for November. This struggle with the mind is never easy, but it does appear you come out on the other side of this. So if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. It really does mean so much. And again, Aquarius, I'll catch you on the next go-round. Peace. Aquaria.